This video will be on how to create a Weebly website. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to Internet Explorer, and then the URL address is www.weebly.com and then hit enter. This will bring you to a screen that appears where you're going to set up your new website. So you'll type your full name, then you're going to type your email. It was suggested that if you have an email other than school, to go ahead and use that one, so that no matter what happens in life or what position you'll take, you'll always have that. I have already created one in using my other email account, so I'm going to use my school account. Create a password and then sign up. It's free. You're going to have this box or this window show up where you're going to have to fill in the box. Hit let's go. This is where you really need to think about what you want your website to be called. Mrs. Novak's website. My other one is Critical Thinking Lab. So whatever you want it to be called, you're going to enter that in. So this one I'm going to make Mrs. Novak's website. Then I'm going to click on this, and everybody here should click on education. Don't worry about a subcategory, and then click on continue. We want to do the free one, and sometimes this automatically comes up, but you don't want to choose that. You want to click on this one, and you want to try to figure out what you want your URL address to be. So if I type Mrs. Novak, I'm going to wait. Oh, it's taken. So maybe I'm going to put, let's try Tammy Novak. It's available. So I'm going to choose that one. Making sure that this is the highlighted box, I'm going to hit continue. Okay, you now have your new Weebly website. I suggest someplace you write down your username, your password, and that you write down your URL address that you created back on that last screen. So here are the basic things that you could do to get yourself set up. The first thing would be that you're going to need to choose a design type. Sometimes this takes a little while to load, so we're going to need to be patient. Once it is loaded, you will have the choices of all these different types of backgrounds, and you can hit this arrow and just scroll through and pick the one that you think that you would like to have. So let's say maybe we could start with this one, and it will load. Don't worry about what picture shows up here, because we can always learn how to edit that, but choose a setup that you'd feel comfortable with and the way things would look. Okay. Once you've done that, the other thing we want to talk about today, just beginning the basics, is pages. When you click on pages, this will allow you to create new pages. So I'm going to click add page. And my first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to call it math. And I like to choose the third choice because this allows me not to have that beginning picture pop up that I'm going to have on my home page. I scroll down to the bottom and I click on Save Settings. Now I have a math tab. If you'd like to put other things underneath the math tab, let's say that you want underneath math, want to add a page, and you want to have a multiplication page. You could do the same thing, click Content Area, move your new page over, tab it underneath math, and then hit Save Settings. Now when my mouse goes over math, multiplication is a choice, and if I click it, that page will show up. These are just the basic beginnings of setting up your website. If possible, we would like all of you to try to create your website, add a couple pages, so that Monday when we have our staff meeting, you're ready to go and we can talk about Symbolos. I am available if you need help. So is Mrs. Penny, and so is Mrs. Bennett. Be sure to stop in and ask us any questions that you have. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to seeing all of you Monday morning.